those things from
Have you had a pair of Uggs?
Everyone who
have you had a pair of Uggs?
I'm not the one dissing Uggs there.
But have you had a pair
I'm
of Uggs?
not the one
Answer the
dissing
question.
Uggs.
Yo, what is up? It's J-Dog.
Hybrid.
Coming at you with another banger video. We in the studio today. We're here to talk about hype trends.
A lot of hype trends going on, but we made it easier for you guys. We're not going to get into the broad, not going to be a ramble or anything. 3 topics. Uggs, Vans,
Timberlands.
Timberlands.
And here's how it's going to go. So for each 3 main sections, Uggs, Tims, and Vans, we have what we think personally, our facts behind our opinions, and then we're going to argue it out if we have differing opinions and see how it goes.
All authentic, guys.
Straight up.
We did our research for you guys. So,
we
drop
did some
like,
research.
Subscribe, bop, boom, and then,
Bippity bam. All right. So, Alan, you want to go first about Timberlands?
So, we're in Timberlands. All right. We all know it's that season, It's November. We're kind of getting that winter season. So, what's going to happen? Let's be on the same page for a minute here. We're going to see a lot of people bandwagon on the Timberland. The 6 wheat, the classic, light brown boot that we always
Don't
see.
they call them breads in the hood? That's how I read online.
Yeah, they are breads in the hood. Actually, I did read online. No, we'll do online later. Personal opinions right now.
You're right.
The trend is going to happen. It's going to happen inevitably. People are going to start wearing them after Christmas. People are going to be like, I got them for Christmas, whatever. What do you think about that? People just hopping on the bandwagon.
So what do I think about the bandwagon? Let me go with my personal use, Alan. Personally, I like Tims. I used them in Iceland. I went to Iceland, and they held up really well.
Slight flex,
they snow, dirt, mud, everything. So personally, I like them. They're durable, and both sides of the spectrum, people that don't care about clothes or people that do care about clothes or Hypebeasts, they can both agree on. Workers wear them, and Hypebeasts wear them.
So when you mentioned workers, I worked at a golf course, so I had a pair of Panama Jack Spain official boots that I got hate for because they're not Timberlands. Now, my rebuttal to that is I got them for a cheaper price in Spain authentically, and I saw Tim's there. Why am I going to get Tim's for that brand? Why are people just looking? I mean, I swear, people want boots, they're not even looking around. Are they even doing their research? Are they even watching their videos?
Yeah.
These are expensive $170 retail boots we're talking about.
That's true.
Let's look at other brands. When you don't just think about, like Puma. You got to ask like Nike and Adidas when you're thinking about your new runners, your new trainers.
To be fair, though, I got my Timberlands for $90 at Burlington Coat Factory. Don't ask me how they were there.
That's the move.
I do like them a lot. But I guess moving on to facts. So my personal opinion is I like them. What is your personal opinion to wrap it up? Do you like them?
I would have to say I do agree with Timberlands. I like what they promote. They are durable. I'm not hating on the construction of the boot. It does a great job even for workers on the golf course. That's me. I'll rock them. But I don't like seeing people trying to keep them as grails, keep them squeaky clean. When you're wearing them in the winter and you just have them there and then you put them up after 2 months.
For me, it's my Tims are dirty. I want to get them cleaned.
I like them beat.
You like them beat?
My guys
I like them
beat
clean
to the max.
You don't want to come into school mud all over your Tims like you work in construction.
That's literally what I did probably a week ago. In my picture, it's right there. You guys can look at that.
I'm not editing. No, there's no picture there
because
I'm not editing.
It's really cool to do that though.
Because I'm not doing pictures. So stop.
That would be dope.
Unless you want to edit it. Unless you want to edit this video.
I'll think about it.
All right. So facts behind that. Timberlands actually have a pretty good resale value.
Time to go, so we can talk about
we're good. Timberlands have a really good resale value. They resell pretty high. There's a lot of collabs with Timberlands. A SpongeBob collab. Isn't there a Bape collab?
I do have that on my notes. There's a Bape collab and a Champion collab.
And a Champion collab with the blue. Yeah. Some of them, the collabs, I don't like. Some of them I do like. But they keep in mind they do have collabs, so therefore they are popular, and brands you want to promote with them. And just in 1985, 1 million pairs of Tims were sold when they first launched. So imagine how much they are now.
Tims are definitely going up there, and I think the smart move, like if we're thinking about Virgil Abloh and his collabs and success with Off-White, that Timberlands is trying to do the same thing. They're collabing with Champion, who's also on the rise, and they have a $350 pair of boot right now on the market that retails for $170. The same boot that anyone can get, but with Champion, just that name on it is $350 on StockX official.
Yeah.
And it's going with Bape, and it's even more pricey than that. So I'm just saying, I looked on StockX, I saw the market value, and all I saw was, like March, April, July, September, and then what happens? Late October, November, bop.
That's true.
And then February starts going down again.
That's true, because the winter season, and I feel like people that don't even have winter seasons in their states still wear Tims. Quick question: is it weird to wear Tims in July?
Around here it'd be kind of
You
weird.
think
It'd
it
be
is?
kind of weird. I would.
Because during July, I'm like, I kind of want to bust out the Timbs. I had a good outfit for it. I thought it was weird. But rappers like NF wear Timbs all year round. It's part of his show stage.
Jay-Z would
Yeah.
with those, you're right.
So I see that's the conversation. So I feel like honestly, I don't think there's any arguments here. We both agree that Timberlands are a good brand. You think there's other options out there? I think Timberlands are the way to go. And anyways, moving on. Oh, this is gonna get heated.
Now we're getting controversial topics. You guys thought we were on the same page on that one, but
okay, all right. I'm heated about this one. We're gonna do Uggs next, okay? Alan, what do you think about Uggs? I'll let you go first.
You should let me go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
but
Wait till we talk.
men's Uggs, I don't have that much of a problem with it. I personally think they're kind of comfy on the inside. If I see some like moccasins or whatever in the wintertime or like that, it keeps the feet nice and cozy and comfy, maybe a little sweaty. That's kind of nasty to some of you. I kind of like it. But the slides and loafers, not a big fan. I would come to that conclusion. However, the boots, I don't really mind them. It did start with girls' boots. I'm talking about the high ones that girls would used to wear up here.
Yeah, in 5th grade. Yeah,
yes,
everyone in 5th grade.
Yes.
I'm not talking.
Moving on. Compared to those boots to what people are wearing now, it's like the same thing for dudes, but it only goes up to like a normal boot that looks normal. So I think it could be a win-win. It's comfy. It's it's just a chunky mungy thing that keeps your feet warm in the winter. So I'm gonna just go with that. I think it's fine. Dudes, keep rocking it.
Okay, so my first problem with that statement is you said chunky monkey. What does that even mean?
They are chunky monkey.
What does that mean? Like what does chunky monkey mean?
That picture right there.
There's no picture right there. Okay.
We'll talk about editing later, but it's a fat chunky monkey. Look up on your Google, on your Safari, on your Bop. Chunky
What
monkey.
is Bop? Okay, all right. You know what? Moving on. For Uggs, what do I think? Overpriced and overrated. I've seen many people have wet feet because of Uggs. They're supposed to be a winter shoe, right? How come you step outside and one little drop, your things get soggy and you got soggy Uggs? Also, men's wearing Uggs. I noticed this started to be a trend. What is that about? Like, what is that about? Like, look, wear whatever you want. I personally think that men wearing Uggs, like, I don't like it. It doesn't look good. It looks weird.
Okay, a lot of rebuttal from those statements there. But I think where you're not neglecting is that what people look for most nowadays is just that price value. That way they walk and be like, that's a lot of money on those feet. However, when we're thinking about those UGG boots and how really, have you had a pair of Uggs? We should start there.
No, because
Okay. He said no. Moving on. Those things from what I've heard from everyone who
have you had a pair of Uggs?
I'm not the one dissing Uggs there.
But have you had a pair of Uggs?
I'm not the one dissing Uggs.
No.
I have not had a pair of Uggs.
Exactly. So we're both on the same plane.
Let me continue though. I'm asking other people, are they comfy? Do they do the job? And they said yes, they're great.
Who'd you ask?
They keep my food comfy.
Who'd you ask?
Look at any one of our student body currently.
Yeah.
Half of them have Uggs.
Yeah. And they get, okay.
And you know me, I'm always talking about that heat and that ice on your feet. So when I see them, I'm like, you know what? Let me know about them. Like maybe I could buy a pair. But what I've heard, they're comfy, they're warm, they do the job, and they're only $130.
It's expensive for boots. You can get the same
boots.
Yes,
$130 is not crazy for
you
boots.
You can get the same amount of warmth and comfort for.
Don't bring up a
China
price. Boot. Don't bring up a.
I'm not bringing a China boot. I'm just saying you probably there's other options
China
out there.
Thing, so.
All right, so let's go to the facts. Can I go first on the facts? No, I'm gonna let you go first on the facts.
No. I went first last time. Go ahead. Get your facts
on
out the way.
Facts. All right, I'm about to destroy you now. Okay, the classic Uggs are actually not waterproof. So how are you gonna wear them in the winter when it's snowing and icy and wet? Just saying. Unless I don't get that. Do I doubt that they're warm? I bet they're really, really warm. But the reason why they're warm is what? What's inside of them, Alan?
Like some pillow soft, whatever.
It's the sheep fur, right? It's the sheep. What is wool,
okay.
Right? That's the word. I don't know how to blame
I'm not sure it's wool.
It is because I looked it up, Alan. And according to PETA, which you know what PETA is, right? The pet animal cruelty prevention website. You know what I mean. They said that Uggs specifically use sheep wool, and those sheep are abused and are not in good living conditions. Oh. They're bad for the environment because the sheep produce methane and being produced. It's a lot of animal cruelty. Now, if you don't care about animal cruelty, then I don't know what to tell you. But people that do, and I know a lot of people that do, I have one name in mind, I'm not going to expose them, but that's really, 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 really all up in animal cruelty and against that, and yet they have a pair of Uggs.
I did not think you're going to come from that side of the angle. and I will admit that. But are we talking about animal cruelty, or are we talking about what the trend is?
Don't you want to
what
know where the
fact-
shoe is produced? Like, how is it produced?
It is good to know where the shoe is produced, but we're trying to get to the bottom of the trend and the understanding of the construction of the boot.
The trend is that people like trends that like animal cruelty. Like, straight up. Like, straight up. Like, so just to wrap up, because the camera is kind of glitching out, we do want to make sure that Uggs, we have our facts. I personally think they're animal cruelty. People wear them and they don't promote that. He likes them for the trend. They're cheap. They're comfy. Agree to disagree. Okay, if you think that was, we have very different opinions on this next
It's
topic.
just step 1, step 2, and step 3.
Yeah, we're done. Security might need to come in. You feel me?
I'm not gonna say anything. I was planning on saying a name, but
All
this
right.
is going deep, Miss Janie.
All right. Vans. I'll go first. What I think. Okay.
Ooh, you go first.
All right. Let me think. I think Vans is a cheap shoe that's good for skating, lifestyle wear, and
I'm
streetwear.
gonna do some research. Hold on. Continue.
You can't do research on
Continue. I'm using StockX. It's verified.
what? Okay. Personally, I have at least 10 pairs of Vans. I have different styles, and they're customizable. They do collabs. That's facts. But anyways, I like Vans. They're cheap. They're awesome. They're good for skating. I have them a lot. They're comfortable. There's winter Vans. There's so many stuff to choose from. They go from really cheap for people that can't afford it to really high people that want to ball out and do different collabs. But that's what I think. I'll get to the facts after you explain your process.
I can't come at a reasonable rebuttal that many of the viewers here are gonna understand. It's just a personal grudge.
Why? What did Vans ever do to you? Why don't you like Vans?
I don't do Vans because, okay, listen, it's for California skateboarding, right? You know what I mean. That's where it originated. You know, the seaside hippies and that whole kind of vibe. How did that become to spreading across the globe and then people wearing these fear of God and Supreme collab Vans that are not going for $1,100? It's just, for me, it's not like a reasonable thing. You guys can be like, it's affordable. There are many different colorways. I'm sure you guys are happy with it. I just don't like the way. I just don't like the way they look in general. They just that one that stripe. It doesn't. It just doesn't have any backstory,
Alan,
any meaning
you would
to it.
rock
It's
with
just
a
from
pair of khaki joggers. You would rock a pair of black low top Vans.
There's a chance that I may have heard that from the general public, but I'm still going on the side with the colorways are not doing it for me. That one stripe doesn't have any much more backstory between the hippies in California. Do your research. Come at me with that comment, But still, it's just, it doesn't do the job for me. When we're talking about sneakers, we should be talking about J's, the off-white. We should be talking about the real stuff, not these
Because,
fancy-
Alan, not everyone can afford J's or Off-White, Alan.
I'm not. Okay, that is true. If we're talking about trend, we should be talking about affordability.
Yeah, affordability of the trends.
So I'm saying I understand the trend. I understand the colorways. I can understand the hype of why you guys like that. But I just don't like seeing size 4 old school Vans that girls are rocking every other day, and they're become the new Birks now.
Because they wear them because they match with every outfit. I can rock a pair of black Vans with any type of color jeans.
They're just not okay.
With
Let's talk
jogger-
about the real thing the sneaker people are caring about.
What?
They're not comfy.
Okay.
They are not comfy. Ultra Boost.
Are Jordans
any
comfortable?
Boost.
Jordans are not comfortable. Jordans are straight up bricks on your feet.
Jordan
1s.
Oh, someone's gonna. Oh, it's gonna.
Jordan
be some
1s.
heat. Don't play
No,
with me.
I love Jordans.
That's
Don't get me
gonna be
wrong. But Jordan, they're not comfortable.
Foo-foo.
Alan, are Jordan 1s
Foo-foo.
comfortable?
They're decent.
They're not! A pair of Vans and a pair of Jordans. Okay, are Vans the most comfortable shoe in the world? No. Have they improved their comfortability with the Ultra Cush and all that stuff?
Ultra
Not Ultra
Cush.
Cush, whatever. Super Cush. I don't know what their name is. You get what I'm saying. Okay?
Third party name.
They're comfortable. Like right now, I'm rocking a pair of Vans and they have like I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, these are the pros.
What are those, bro?
These are Vans. I bought these in many countries.
Those
These are
look
durable.
like-
These are durable
Especially
shoes.
the high top wool ones, bro.
Vans. Okay, let's go to the
Can't
facts.
come at
Do
Jordans
they,
with
do
bricks
they
with
have
those,
resale
bro.
value? Yes, they do. So therefore, that does make
Only
them
for the stupid collabs, but go ahead.
stupid collabs. How are they stupid? It's awesome that a brand like that is able to do that. So people can rock the same brand. How is it ridiculous, Alan? And overall, the options for both people belonging in a budget and people that want to splurge, they have something for everyone, and they're working on comfortability and also improve them. And they have light Vans, different styles. Alan, I guarantee there's one pair of Vans in the world that will suit you. There will. You're gonna find them.
Listen, I'm not saying that things will never change because you do inevitably never know. But I will say that right now, They have thin uppers from what I've seen that most people are wearing, except for those chunky mungy 5-pound weightlifters.
What is chunky monkey?
Continuing. The different high tops they have. I'm not a big high top guy. They kind of. It started with high tops.
Yes.
Started out there with skateboarding. So maybe I'm more concerned as a true sneakerhead with the originating story. Doesn't mean much to me. Doesn't influence me.
Okay.
But a lot of people are wearing skate-specific shoes and trying to pull them off as as Visco looks.
So are major brands though. Nike SBs, Adidas Stans.
No mugs wear SBs, really.
Yes,
besides
they
the
do.
people
I guarantee
that
a lot
just
of
like to
people,
beat
a
them
lot
and-
of hype trends people, a lot of people in the artistic world, a lot of people in the pop culture world like them.
I just don't see how Vans became from California seaside hippie to all the
Seaside
way to all,
hippie?
to
That
all the
doesn't
way
even
to
make sense.
all the way to like sneaker cons and like all other events.
So you're
It just
hating on
doesn't
the
make
rise
sense to me.
of a process.
Maybe I
to
just
make-
don't understand the rise, and that's infuriating me a little bit. And it
Yeah.
could be because I
They
understand
collab
numbers
with-
and value, and that's what I've seen from Jay's, Off-White, and Gucci.
The Vans have numbers too, like they do, and also they do have value because Marvel wants
Of
to collab
course
with
they have
them.
numbers. I just
Harry
don't
Potter
comprehend
wants
how
to
those
collab
happen.
with them. Fear of God, Supreme.
I know, I mentioned those.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that. You feel me?
I guess it just comes the other day at the end of the day, that it's a nostalgia thing, that the rise is confusing me, and the fact that many different people have them, and maybe it's just I want to be different and I like being different.
You're not
And
being different though if you're following the same hype trends, Alan.
I am not following hype trends.
Mug,
I don't
mug,
do Vans. I don't
Mug.
do
I've
any
seen
of those mugs.
I've
on my
seen
feet.
3 people with the same pair of Ultra Boosts you have, the ones with the golden backs.
The gold medals?
Yeah.
Nah, I started that. A
You
year
did
and
not
a half
start
ago,
it.
I was the first person to
I
wear
know
those.
4 people right
Those
now
are
that have
Ultra
them in our
Boost
school.
2.0s.
In our school.
We don't need to expose people and you make up any fake people.
Fake people?
The
Alright.
point is I started those. I mean, listen, this is not gonna be some egotistical kind of mania thing. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't suit me and the trend doesn't suit me.
All right. We have to agree to disagree. Overall, we have some disagreements and some agreements on the hype trends. But Alan, I'm glad we can talk it out. I'm glad we didn't agree on anything, and I don't understand why using
Facts.
mug is a term. Mug and what hyper.
My lingo will be understood by the viewers, and that's all that matters at the end
No,
of
they
the day.
won't. Wait. Monkey, chunky monkey.
Yeah.
That's an ice cream brand, bro.
Those 5 pounds are on each of your feet right now. I don't know how you're wearing ankle weights right now in climbing shoes. But we're moving on from the matter that at least we gave you guys stages. We went from stage 1 all the way to stage 3. Tell us what you think about your own opinions about these Timberlands, Uggs, and Vans. I mean, these are all in season right now, especially Uggs and Timberlands. You're gonna see them popping around.
For real. And if you want Alan back on, hit us up. Anyways, we're out.
It's J-Dog. It's Hybrid.
Hybrid. We out.
On it.
We're out. We out this joint.
We on it.
There's no ice, Alan. You kissing your shoe. You nasty.
Ain't no money got 2019s. They're underrated.